Oh. Well, D Machina is an absolute blast, but there is one common complaint about the zombies community, and that is the new point system. So today I'm going to be trying to explain to you how to maximize your points and use your points efficiently in D Machina. Alright, let's get into it. So first off, how does this point system work? Well, rather than traditional zombies being points for every damage point you give to them, it goes off of damage per kill. So high damage weapons like triple packed guns, the knife, sniper rifles, shotguns, those are going to be key. A few that I can list off is definitely the knife and the Gallo 12, the Spaz 12. Those are definitely two good weapons for point gathering. And if you could start off with the Pellington, that's actually a pretty decent sniper rifle to start off with because it's like right in between the M82 and the LW3 in terms of damage, and it'll still be keeping you alive and relatively unscathed through the rounds, just if you can manage your time to shoot and time to run. Also, something to note is, I don't agree with this entirely, but unlike previous zombies games, Carpenter, nukes, the only drop that actually gives you points is the bonus points. Nukes, Carpenters, and anything like that, those don't actually give you points anymore. It's a little sad, but that's just how it is. And another thing to note is that headshots do significantly more damage than regular body shots. I know that's kind of a trend with like every zombies game, but normally in zombies beforehand, one shot to the head would just like wouldn't really make or break unless it was a sniper rifle or a shotgun. This, you can get upwards of quadruple your damage potential with a headshot. As you can see with the Magnum, I'm normally getting like 75 per hit, but with a headshot you get 412. So headshots are definitely key, and headshots also grant extra points in terms of, well, points. Knife kills and headshot kills are definitely the best way to maximize your points, and the two best weapons for getting headshots and obviously maximizing your knife kills is definitely the LW3 that you can purchase right past Elemental Pop, and the knife. If you can get this out of the box, even the blue rarity knife, that can still be doing upwards of like 10,000 damage or even either 10 or 4,000 damage, which it's a bit of a variable, yes, but those are still pretty high damage numbers for a knife. Like, traditionally the knives in Call of Duty have not been that good, whereas the knife in this is completely broken in terms of damage output. But it is a knife at the end of the day, so you have to be careful with how you're dealing with zombies, especially while in a train. And yeah, the LW3 is just the most powerful sniper rifle in the game as of now. Do not use the M82, that thing is super disappointing. It's basically just a glorified Magnum. And as of note, you can make it so that your weapons will do more headshot damage and stuff by increasing the rarity at one of the either armor up stations with the mannequin and the armor, or Pack-a-Punch. And fun fact, if you purchase an alternate ammo type while you're out of ammo, it will completely refill your ammo stock. So that's a little thing to keep in mind. So the next thing I'm going to go over is choosing your perks wisely. I think we can all say without a doubt that Jug is definitely the most important perk in this game, especially if you have it fully upgraded through the tier system. Then yes, Jug should be the first thing you purchase, because every perk you purchase after that will go up in value by 500 points. So you see here, I have Stamina. Now Jug, instead of being 2,500, will be 3,000. And so far, it'll keep going up by 500 for each perk you buy. So Quick Revive can go all the way up to 4,500 if you have 4 perks. So keep that in mind, and I would definitely say that Jug and Stamina Up are the two burst. Jug and Stamina Up are definitely the two first perks you should buy to maximize your combat efficiency, yeah? And considering that ammo doesn't really cost much to buy in D Machina with all the ammo crates are on the map, A good thing to do in the earlier rounds especially is to shoot them a couple times until you see the health bar get really low, and then just hit them with the knife or just aim for the head, because again, that's the best way to maximize your points and damage output, therefore conserving ammo, therefore spending less points in the long run. Armor is definitely something you should not skip on though, because once you get into the higher rounds, you will not be able to survive with just Jug and a packed gun. These zombies, especially the Megatons and the Hellhounds, or I guess the Plague Hounds, they will definitely mess up your day if you don't have armor and if you're not extremely careful. So just keep that in mind. Armor is kind of like the thing you get once you're fully set up with the guns and perks you have, because, well, at that point you're going to have like crap ton of salvage and high grade salvage, so therefore you'll be able to get it all at once with the highest amount you have. Capiche? And now that I've briefly gone over how like to maximize points and everything and what you should use, I'm gonna just quickly go over what you should definitely not use, because you'll just be wasting points, ammo, and it won't be that efficient, truth be told. So I'm gonna start off with a couple weapons now, and the first one is definitely the AK-47. This is not a good gun, like, at all. It's one of the weaker guns in the game. Then again, rifles just seem to be pretty weak in this game, regardless, so honestly, I would just say stay away from rifles as a whole, because some SMGs and LMGs just outperform them in DPS, and they have much better either ammo capacity or maneuverability, so just try and find either, like, look at the damage stats from multiplayer, or I'm not even sure if you can see them in the gunsmith. Look at the stats, because you want to focus on damage, range, and rate of fire. Those are the three things that'll keep you alive, and truth be told, if you have a gun that does like 36 damage per shot to the body, well, that's not very good, and you should probably consider using an LMG or an SMG. But then again, you can upgrade it through the rarity system and potentially get a way better rarity, giving you more damage and stuff. But on the AK-47, I just do not recommend it, because like a blue AK on round 11 was struggling really hard to get kills, so I don't think it's gonna get you anything in the earlier rounds. Another thing that I can very, very strongly not recommend would definitely be streaks. Streaks such as the attack helicopter, like, don't get me wrong, they're amazing for saving your ass, but it's not amazing for getting you points. I mean, stuff like the war machine and like that, if you can get a train, yeah, it'll definitely get you some points. That's 240 points right there if we're assuming that you get 100 points per kill and you get a train of 24 on you. But if you're trying to maximize your points, then I would definitely just stick to a regular gun that has a high headshot multiplier. So in the end, you won't be wasting A, a streak, and B, you know, just time and ammo of your streak. The chopper gunner, I'm not actually sure how many points you get, or even if you get points from it, but I would just, again, stick with regular guns. And that's pretty much it. This is one of a couple videos I want to do, like, as a tutorial for demachining, because this is an amazing, almost flawless map with very few, like, game-ruining features. And I want to pump out as much content for this because I thoroughly enjoy it. This is definitely one of the best, if not the best, starting map we've ever gotten, aside from Kino der Toten. But, well, I mean, Kino is kind of overrated in my opinion, but you get what I'm saying. This is definitely one of the best maps we've ever received at launch, and I just want to be able to give you guys as much content as possible. So keep an eye out on the channel if you want to. If you feel so kind, you can like, subscribe, do whatever, ring that bell. I hate saying that, but that's unfortunately the only way that YouTube gets my videos recommended to people. So, yeah. Alright, thank you guys for sticking around until the end, and take care.